So just one of the features in this Lock 83 Brownsfield lock, this is the ground paddle, one of two, there's one on the other side, and this is the way that boaters wanting to come into the lock can fill the lock chamber. And at the minute you're looking at the hole that goes into the paddle chamber, and that's where the water's taken, drops down into the lock to fill the lock, as I said. This is the back frame, and at the minute the team are wanting to do some repairs to the actual paddle. So we've removed the paddle that slots into this frame. You can see here the winding mechanism, the rack that goes up to the top mechanism, where a boater would use a handle called a windlass to wind the rack and wind it up, let water in, fill the lock, open the gates when the water's the same level as the upstream area. The gates will open, they can sail their boat in, close the gates, close the paddles down, and then we can look down at the tailgates in a little while and see how they empty the lock, open those tailgates and go on their journey if they're going downstream. Another thing of interest here, obviously when we're doing work in locks, we've got to make sure our workforce is safe and that we can also get in the relatively dry conditions so we can undertake the work. And here you can see we've got one of the two methods that we typically use to stop water coming in on us. And this is a fabric dam, so we have a specialist company that come in and do this for us. They're designed metal frames, they use a big plastic sheet that's strength tested, and then that can hold back that large volume of water upstream. Obviously then there'll be water in this lock chamber and we need a method of getting rid of that. So we use large pumps to pump the water up and along the pipes and then discharge it out of the lock below our downstream dam. And that works really well for us. It means we can get in here and undertake work safely and efficiently. Now, one of the things with this lock, you can just see behind me the brick floor of the lock. So although the walls were stone, what we call the invert, and it's just hidden under this film of mud, is actually old 200-year-old brickwork. So that's quite an interesting thing to see there.